Great party people, it's Leesie. I have something to share with you. It's about my own healing and what I just went through, what I just worked through, and sharing it with you because likely you might be facing the same thing. So my life hasn't really changed since the coronavirus hit because I work from home and I'm just going grocery shopping a little bit less. And I recently started Divine Dish, so I'm making all my meals from home. It's wonderful. There are different items every day. And it's just splendid. It's just so tasty and healthy, and I don't have to worry about dieting or anything like that. But I did want to share, even though I've heard other people go through this, I didn't think that I would have gone through this. And this is what I'm going to be talking about is attention deficit, or being oblivious to things, or not being able to concentrate and kind of like missing the beat internally, and how you can heal this using the mirror exercise that Jeff and Shaleia teach in their school, Twin Flame Ascension School and Life Purpose class. So I was on a walk out here at the lake. It's like a trail, and it goes on for, several, it's like 2.3 miles. And I go around it once a day, right? It's beautiful. There's lots of animals to look at, and it's really nice. Well, for some reason, today I was feeling really itchy, like in my mind. I was like, so I'm upset about something. I didn't know what it was. I think I'll go for a walk to kind of get the feelings moving, right? And like, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm I'm a little distracted, but it's nice. There's a blue heron right there. He's like balancing on a log. I thought he was about to fly. But anyway, nice little distraction there. Shiny things, right? We're all distracted by shiny things sometimes, and that's a very nice, beautiful, shiny thing. Not really physically shiny, but anyway, I knew I was upset about something because I kept doing what I just did, and like kept going back and forth, like between tasks, and I would get attracted to something and stop doing one activity and go to the other, and then leave a bunch of strings untied. And what happened is that I went on my walk to try to understand, because I know enough to know that like this is an upset, what we call like an upset, or there's something underneath, like the distraction has a root, right? A lot of people simply blame their distraction. They say, oh, I'm just attention deficit. And you might have a diagnosis, right? But a lot of people are now using that term and making it mainstream and making it something that it's not, whenever they're just oblivious. Now, for people who don't have diagnosed attention deficit disorder and who just maybe like spacey or airheaded or oblivious to something on a certain day, let's consider this. So, I had that pattern going on. I went to take a walk. I knew that something was wrong. So there's something I'm upset about that's causing my mind to like kind of dance around and, flit here, flit there, and not be present in the moment. That's what it is. Like distraction is choosing not to be present with your feelings, choosing not to be present with yourself in the present moment. And it's okay to go where God calls you to go and to do what feels good. Don't get this confused with like lack of focus and doing like a whole bunch of things and not finishing them, or not doing a thorough job when you're asked to do a certain job, and not finishing that job. That's different than doing what love calls you to do. That doesn't feel good in spiritual truth. It doesn't feel good to not complete a job, or to forget something, or to be oblivious to something that's right in front of your face. It doesn't feel good. So that's not following the juicy feeling. So don't get those two things confused. So as I started my walk, I'm actually right now on my second lap around. I was kind of trying to go inward, because I was like, this energy that I have, that's kind of, it's like unhooked and untethered and a little bit, I don't know, it didn't feel very grounded, like ungrounded. there was an upset here, and I was walking and trying to find it. I found a couple of things. A couple of the people on my team, it seemed like they weren't listening to what I was asking them to do. It was like I was kind of talking to a brick wall and like, hello, I just asked you to do this thing. Like, very specifically, could you please pick me an apple? And like, they would go swimming instead. It's not really what happened, but it was like that. And I realized that this was me, right? Like, this was my consciousness that was doing that to myself. Every time I wouldn't finish a task, or if I would start eating my lunch and like, oh, I have to go feed my fish. I literally did that. I was starting to eat my lunch, and then I looked over and, oh, my fish, I haven't fed them in a day, and got up. And as I was getting up, I knocked my juice off the table and it spilled on the ground. And I was like, okay, God, like, you're showing me that I'm not being present and there's an upset. So going deeper into that upset, I realized that it was something from childhood, actually, where I didn't really feel like I was listened to. And so my response was to distract myself with games, with flitting here, flitting there, with my toys or whatever I did as a kid, to avoid how bad I felt about being ignored. And so I instead, on my walk, as these feelings came up, because sometimes you can use movement to help you. If you're not sure what your upset is, go outside, take a walk. They come up, it can really help you to move swiftly through feelings if you get your body moving. So I healed that, and I gave that part of myself all the love that she needs and validation. I think part of the reason why I wasn't listened to is I was invalidated, and I was told that my thoughts and feelings didn't matter as a kid. And then, moving from that to like being a young adult, parents and some, former friends from high school, like kind of brushed me off or whatever. And that was me, that was in my consciousness, brushing myself off. So I used the mirror exercise there. And you might resonate with this too. So I was finishing up my walk. This is so funny. I was finishing up my walk and I was like, huh? Like I had passed my exit. Like I have this like little path that I walk up to go back home, and I was like, why is this bridge here again? Oh my God, I'm on a second lap. So I had another layer of this like oblivious feeling, that had never happened to me before, where I just like totally missed the exit. And so I stopped, and I actually sat down right here on this bench. This is my second time, so this is me retelling the story. But and I just sat and just meditated. I just said, I'm gonna just feel and sense things that are in the present moment. Nothing else is here. My team and my staff are not with me. I'm just here in the woods, and sure, there's like some like people around, but there, like I just notice sounds as they come and just chose to stay present. So yeah, I was inspired from that to do a series of meditations. So you can look for those next on my YouTube channel. And these meditations will be guided. Guided meditations really help me because my thoughts have a tendency to wiggle around, and a guided meditation with visualizations and imagery can really help you to be focused. So look for that soon. But I just wanted to encourage you to notice if you are encountering these, I don't want to call them ADD because it's a false diagnosis unless you're actually diagnosed with it, but places where you're not paying attention, places where you've missed something or forgotten something. And then that is a signal to you that there's an upset there, and just take your time to heal it. Like just take a time out. Like I couldn't move forward. I need to go grocery shopping soon, and I can't until I resolve this, right? Because you shouldn't move forward if there's like all these oblivious, things that are forgotten. Imagine if I was an airplane or like a pilot, and I forgot to check on the fuel or my brakes, or did all the safety checks before I flew, right? Like, you have to do this for yourself. You have to really feel your feelings and find out, okay, all these things keep happening. There must be an upset here. I'm upset about something, and really choose to care about yourself like that. So that's it for me. I just wanted to show you one more thing. My Amen shirt from the Church of Union. Well, it's Church of Union inspired, and Twin Flames Universe put it out. Is a big shout out to the Church of Union. So thank you, Twin Flames Universe. And it's a really cool shirt. It's got roses on it. Those are Shaleia's favorite flowers, she says in Romance Attraction e-course. So get that now. It's on sale. I think there's probably some discounts going on Redbubble. So bye guys. Thank you.